Hello there, I am Matthew, author, artist, and commentator, and these are my offhand remarks on Red Panda Adventures, episode 59. So, I'm a huge fan of the Red Panda Adventures, written by Gregg Taylor, starring Gregg Taylor and others, from DakotaRingTheater.com. That's theater spelled in the British way, probably because they're Canadian. Anyway, the Red Panda is a superhero, a mystery man, themed after like the Shadow from the old serial radio dramas. And he's in Toronto, in Canada, in I think the early 1930s, but the story stretches on for years, maybe like a decade or so, I think. The main Red Panda adventures were released over the course of, they're in their 12th year now. So in the 11th year, which was last year, they did like a shortened season of Red Panda. They'd been producing a lot more. I think they did 12 episodes, so an episode a month, or thereabouts, for the majority of the Red Panda's run. Anyway, I've been listening back because I've mentioned Red Panda in connection with the Cosmic Cadets, whose name I might be changing. And Red Panda is kind of a big influence on them, sort of. Anyway, I just wanted to listen, and I love the format, and this was my third time listening through to Red Panda, because I just enjoy it that darn much. So anyway, just my perspective has changed over the years, and I was really surprised by something that happened in Red Panda Adventures 59, which is that, and I'm going to get a little spoilery, but I'll be super vague if I can. Red Panda encounters a man who's going after a rich guy who owns a company that's making defense specifications that basically came from Red Panda. It's something he encountered in just a couple episodes before. And anyway, this guy's company was making stuff, and there was somebody looking to get revenge on this billionaire's family, the Fenwick family, and Red Panda protects... Well, he actually kind of shows up late to protect the Fenwicks, or investigate who was trying to hurt them. And it at first looked like maybe it was military sabotage, and like a Nazi agent or German agent, no, Nazi, had been involved. But it turns out that it's just this guy who wanted revenge for something the Fenwicks had done to him in the past. There's this military intelligence officer who's there with them from the Canadian military. And together... he and Red Panda kind of work over a theory about what's happening, and Red Panda, well, they're confronted by this guy out for revenge who'd gotten a job at Fenwick Industries to become a security guard so that he could have access to the man and kill him, which is a pretty good plan if that's what you're going for. Anyway, this guy admits to it, and Red Panda's gonna, put him in jail, and the Colonel, Fitz, something. He wants to be called Fitz, so that's what I remember, it's what sticks. He shoots the man in the back of the head and murders him in cold blood. Even though he's a criminal, he was being apprehended, basically. Red Panda had nothing to fear from the guy. He's faced down much greater threats before and has always been fine. And this guy wants to protect Fenwick because Fenwick is working on technology that he thinks is going to protect the Canadian people, the government. So Fitz calls it, Red Panda yells at him and calls it cold-blooded murder. And Fitz counters that it's an act of patriotism, that he's doing it for his government to serve their ends and to protect them. Now, I think I was uncomfortable before when I listened to this a couple years ago. Maybe it doesn't really stick in my mind. There are a couple things that do stick in my mind. Red Panda kind of has a I'm not going to kill people thing, like Batman, except he kills a couple people, I'm pretty sure. And at the time when he did, at least one for sure, I was cool with it. Actually, two. One of it was very cool, and the other I was like, "Wow, that's really tough." But like, why is this the stance? Why is this changing? And maybe it's because Gregg Taylor, the creator of Red Panda, kind of evolved in his views on things. I think the guy's like 10, 15 years older than me, so I'm running behind him on the path, I guess you could say. So it just really shocked me that Red Panda didn't apprehend Fitz, because he could have hypnotized him and caused him to confess. He could have beat him up. He could have done any number of things to stop him. But for some reason, Red Panda is content to let a cold-blooded murderer go free. And that's not his style. So The thumbnail in this video, it's taken from the Night of the Red Panda comics, done by Dean Kotz. Art and letters by him, and I think it's art, or is it ink, or is it all the art and the letters? I'm not sure. And then Gregg Taylor wrote those, and they were released by Monkey Brain Comics. Anyway, I snapped that from my Comixology, and I thought, oh, this is a pretty good one because it shows Red Panda and Flying Squirrel, and it's got Night of the Red Panda, and I slashed over and put fail of the Red Panda. And I feel like this was a moral failing of him, maybe. I can't remember how the story goes, so maybe Taylor addresses it in future episodes, but maybe he doesn't. And I'm a little nervous about that. Maybe he didn't. Not like I'm going to quit because it's problematic or anything, but it's just I'm a much more rights, like personal human rights and like justice, like actually legit justice, not the legal system justice, focused individual. And so far, Red Panda has always been, through the preceding 58 episodes, just like legit serving justice. Like, yeah, he'll beat up a guy, he'll break someone's arm, he'll, maybe sort of kind of torture somebody for information or scare them for information. But these are people who he's harming in order to stop harming of, hundreds of others or what have you. Like, it's kind of made more sense, but him letting Fitz go doesn't really make sense to me. And it's a little concerning. I'm pretty sure if I'm remembering correctly, and I just downloaded a bunch more episodes so I can listen to them over the next couple weeks, like a few times a week is what I try to do. I think I know where it's going, and I think the issue kind of gets obfuscated, but I'm not sure, and it's just, it's really surprising to me. So anyway, that's a bit of a concern, but I'm going to stop talking about it now. I don't, this isn't turning me against Red Panda or Gregg Taylor as a creative. I just wonder where the story's going, and it was kind of a shocking, moral failure to me that he didn't do anything about Fitz after he saw that he, assassinated the guy, basically, or just murdered him. So, anyway, didn't like that, but, I don't know. It's not a perfect story. It's not perfect storytelling, and, it's just an interesting thing. I'm not hung up on it. It's just, I had to say something because it kind of shocked me. So, anyway, yeah, I don't really have a question for you guys. So don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you can watch every video as it becomes available. Thank you so much for your time. If you enjoy my work, please give it a like and share it. If you'd like to chat, hit me up in the comments or tweet me at RC_Moon. That's RC_MUN. RC Moon. Anyway, be well, and remember, don't curse that darkness, shine your light. Until next time.